today I will be creating this look. I actually did it yesterday. I did a Snapchat takeover on, if you guys are familiar with them, it's like an Instagram page. It's makeup for melanin girls, or wait, no, Melanin Beauties Unite. Yesterday, the look that I did, I knew I wanted to record and post on my channel, but I just felt like it was going to be too hard to be sitting here like holding my phone, recording on Snapchat, and then trying to edit, you know. So that's why here I am doing it again. To prime my eyes, I'll be using the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and using that flat same concealer brush. Using that same brush I've been using to buff out my concealer, I'm going to do the same thing. I will be using Blanc from MAC, and I'm going to apply that all over my eye just to set that for a smoother transition from when I apply my colors on top of here. So first I'm going to use, this is like my favorite palette, the Juvia's Place Nubian 2, and I'm going to take Morocco. I'm going to take a generous amount just because I want you to really to be able to see that, that orange color, and I'm using my Sigma E40 brush, and I'm going to apply that into my crease as well as my upper crease area. And this is going to be like a peekaboo shadow and help the other colors to transition better. So it's going to like peekaboo through every color after that I put on my eye, just to make for a smoother, like and it'll just create like a really nice gradient. What I've been doing is just kind of using this brush to just place it where I want it. And so after the eyeshadow is placed on, I've been using this Sedona EB13 brush, and I feel like it's similar to my Sigma E40 brush. You know, I feel like it's just a little more dense, but the hairs are like the same length. And this is a clean brush, and I'm just going to go over that just to buff it out, and it's gonna take away all those harsh lines, and as well as soften it up. And so for the next color that I'm going to use in my crease is going to be this brown color. It's kind of like a light brown. I'm going to use it on that same E40 brush. When it applies to my eye, I want it to be not as dense, like not as like, I can't even get my words together. But yeah, I'm going to apply this more so into my crease, and you guys will start to see how it starts to create depth, and then you can still kind of see the brown, the orange, the first color, in the background. So what I was trying to say earlier, what I couldn't get out, is that like this, the Sigma E40 brush, it's less dense and it's longer hairs, so it'll create like depth over my entire, like, you know, on a larger space of my eye. You know, like I feel like it creates a depth on a larger space. But now I'm going to use my 217 from MAC, and as you see, it's shorter hairs and it's more dense. So this is going to create depth, more depth in a specific area. And I'm going to go in with this darker brown, and I'm kind of going to use it at like at an angle to create more depth in a specific area, and that specific area is like more so my crease. So, you know, this is like more precise of placing the eyeshadow on to create more depth, versus the Sigma E40 brush. It's not as dense, so it covers like a larger space and doesn't create as much depth as this one. Whew, I hope I make sense. I like to use a lot of colors into my crease just to build on the darkness that I'm trying to create, versus just going in with the dark shadow, because I feel like you don't get that same gradient when you just go straight into the darkest color that you're trying to achieve. Whereas doing this, like building a color, like starting at brown and then going to a darker brown and darker brown and darker brown, I feel like, you know, you gradually build on that color and then slowly create that depth, so then you have like a nice gradient from that first transition color, which was that orange, all the way down. And so now I'm going to use an even smaller brush in a darker color. I'm using this color right here. It's like a purple brown. I feel like it applies brown, like it looks like it's purple, but it's like, I don't know, it's weird. And so now I'm going to go in with my crease some more, and I feel like this will create even more depth into my crease at a more specific space. So I feel like, you know, the smaller the brush, the more depth that you can create. I just like for the crease to like have like a lot of definition. You know, I feel like it just gives your eyes such a nice contrast. And I don't know, like eyeshadow is like probably like my favorite part of doing makeup. So now I'm gonna be using my Sigma E38, which is a diffuse crease, and it's just like the E40, but the hairs is like smaller. I'll show you them next to each other. So you see the bigger one is the Sigma E40, and that's like a tapered blending, and the E38 is smaller, and that helps to blend out the crease. So I like to apply this to put the color on initially, and then I use the E38 to blend out that harshness. So as you guys can see, the harshness that was created from the brown to the orange, you want that to be like seamless right there. And so this E38 brush will help you to achieve that, so you don't have any harsh lines right there. I feel like though now to create like the halo eye, I'm just going to use black eyeshadow, and I'm using my Morphe E18 brush, and I'm just going to apply black to the inner and outer corner of my eye. And I'm just using my Sigma E38 brush again, just to blend out any harshness from the black to my transition area. I'm going to take Sheba. I'm going to spray my brush just to give me a better color payoff. And I like to, after I spray it, go back in and apply some more shadow to the brush, just so it'll stick to that, you know, that other layer of, you know, it'll, yeah. So I'm gonna use a packing motion. I'm only going to apply it to the middle of my eye. Now I'm just going to go back and apply a little more black to the inner and outer. And then now I'm just gonna clean off my 217 brush so I can try to blend out the inner and outer corner. So now for my skin, I'm going to be using my Hangover primer that I just got. It's like a really hydrating primer, and like control that, I just use this MAC Oil Control Lotion. Now I am just going to color correct under my eyes. For my foundation, deep gold and bronze gold is the Milani Mills Gleam Body Radiance. And to go right on top of this mixture, I'm going to apply a pump and a half of my foundation. And to mix that up, I'm going to be using this MAC 132 brush, and then just, you know, mix it up all good, and then just apply it on my face. Everything is blended. I'm going to use my beauty blender. And now for my highlight, I'm going to be using this Ulta Full Coverage Concealer. And before I blend it out, I'm going to set the concealer. I just feel like it sets the concealer before, you know, you blend it out. Then just to like brighten up under my eye a little more, I like to use Creamy Beige and just apply a little bit of that. And then I'm just going to immediately set my under eye, and I'm going to use the Laura Mercier for my under eye. And to set everywhere else, I will use my Sacha Buttercup. not a good idea. I think I would just like sniff the powder. And then to set everywhere else, I will be using my MAC Studio Fix powder. And to contour my nose, I'll be using the powder that's the same color as me, just so I don't have any harsh lines. And now for blush, I will be using, I use like all the same products in every video, I feel. This one and that. I want to apply enough to where you can see it, but not too much where I look embarrassed, you know? Do black people ever even look embarrassed? I don't know. They don't get red. To get this highlight metro booming, I will be using this one, but that can be too gold, so I'll use Dripping It. I always feel like I look so weird when I try to record myself. I'm like,